Why have bankers across India announced an all-India bank strike on January 27? What led to this nationwide decision? The answer lies in an unresolved agreement. The United Forum of Bank Unions, representing major bank employees and officers associations, has announced an all-India bank strike on 27 January 2026. The reason? The non-implementation of 5-day banking. According to the unions, this demand is not new. A 5-day work week for banks was mutually agreed upon and recorded in the Bipartite Wage Settlement of March 2024, signed with the Indian Banks Association. However, even after this agreement, the recommendation has not been put into effect. UFBU has reiterated that banks should function 5 days a week, with all Saturdays declared holidays. To address concerns about productivity, the unions have clarified that there will be no loss of working hours, as bank employees have agreed to work 40 extra minutes per day from Monday to Friday. As part of the agitation program, bank employees across the country have been participating in multiple phases of protests. Most recently, on 18th January, a coordinated nationwide social media campaign gained strong momentum, drawing widespread public attention to the demand for 5-day banking. The hashtag 5days banking now recorded over 18 lakh impressions and more than 2.85 lakh posts, reflecting strong digital participation. And the hashtag implement 5 days banking now recorded over 4 lakh plus tweets. This was followed by a badge-wearing protest on 20th January, with bank employees across branches visibly expressing solidarity and unity over the long-pending issue. With no concrete response from the government on an already agreed proposal, UFBU has called for an all-India strike in all banks on January 27, 2026. Affiliate unions have been asked to mobilize members and ensure maximum participation nationwide. In response to the proposed strike, the Chief Labour Commissioner, Central, has scheduled a conciliation meeting on 22 January 2026. The conciliation proceedings mark a formal step in addressing UFBU's demand for 5-day banking ahead of the proposed strike. Discussions are expected to take place between the unions, bank managements, the Indian Banks Association, and the Department of Financial Services. The outcome of this meeting will determine the next course of action in the matter. So why is 5-day banking such a critical demand for bankers? What makes this issue so important?
In the heart of India's banking sector, a silent struggle unfolds every day. The bankers are fighting not just for better wages, but for something deeper: a healthier work-life balance. Across the country, while the Reserve Bank of India, the Ministry of Finance, and other key institutions remain closed on weekends, bankers continue to work. Their need? A fair work-life balance. A simple demand: 5-day work week. While other government offices are enjoying weekends off, bankers continue to slog through 6-day work weeks. Over 93% of bankers report being forced into overtime, with more than 70% working on holidays. They sacrifice weekends and family time, living with a growing sense of frustration and fatigue. Imagine the situation where bankers are trying to juggle work, family, and personal well-being in such a high-pressure environment. One banker shared,
"I've already forgotten about my family life. At least if I separate, they'll have peace."
Another recalled how their manager once told them,
"Your only purpose is working at the bank."
These words are a stark reminder of the mental toll and personal sacrifices bankers make each day. And this is the reality for too many. The demand for a 5-day work week is not just a call for fewer hours. It's a call for balance, for recharging, for reconnecting with families and personal lives. A rested and focused workforce is crucial not just for bankers but for the customers they serve. This change is essential for well-being, productivity, and harmony in life. Across the globe, countries like Germany have begun testing a 4-day work week. It's showing that less can be more. Fewer working days can lead to greater productivity. If other nations can embrace this shift, why can't India? And now, Tamil Nadu has officially announced a 5-day work week for its government offices in 2025. As more states move towards a shorter work week, bankers everywhere are wondering, why not public sector banks? Despite overwhelming support, the 5-day banking decision is still on hold. Government officials, including the Department of Financial Services and Ministry of Finance, have yet to take action. This delay is causing discontent among employees and frustration across the banking community. Bankers have voiced their frustrations loudly on social media, urging that the time for change is now. People who have different opinion argue that fewer working days could disrupt services, but the reality is that well-rested employees are more efficient and provide better service. Imagine a more focused, productive, and happy workforce working smarter, not harder. The 5-day workweek is about more than just reducing hours. It's about aligning India's banking sector with the future of work, where employee well-being is just as important as business outcomes. It's about ensuring that bankers thrive, not just at work, but in their personal lives too. The question remains:
when will the banking sector embrace a change that could improve the lives of so many?
Share this video and stay tuned on Canal for exclusive coverage of the RRB and everything you need to know.